Hey guys, this is Llandros with a real quick second LP update that I actually gave you guys the update earlier today, and things have not really gone very well. I did. I thought I had actually made a clean reinstall of everything, and I actually didn't. I found out that there was a lot of things that were not there, but it recorded. It recorded fine, and I made an episode of Midnight Sun. That's one of the families that, ironically, I was actually able to salvage them, but not because the game file wasn't messed up. It was because I was doing a test with them, and I'd actually saved them out on my laptop. I'd saved them along with their house, and I was trying something out on my laptop, and fortunately they were there and did not get all mixed in with all of the issues over here. So I was actually able to pull them completely intact. They're fine, and that LP will be going. There is a big massive change that's going to undergo with the whole thing, but they're coming out. Anyway, I recorded an episode with them, didn't realize that I had not had a completely, totally clean install. So I went through, reinstalled everything, completely gutted the whole computer of The Sims 3, started it back up. I loaded in Midnight Sun again, this new version I have, and it seems to be just fine. I'm going to have to make a few tweaks here and there just for things that aren't that are no longer there, that really shouldn't have been there in the first place. I tried pulling in some of my other LPs. Not only can I not get them in, they won't even show up. When I actually go in here to pick a game, none of it will actually show up, and it's very frustrating. I go over to my laptop and I can get 3 of them to show up, but when I go into the game, all this over here on the side where the people normally are, they're gone. I pulled up Perfect Genetics, and if you guys remember my one episode where the kid was floating up in the sky and I had to reset them to bring them back down, they were all up in the sky, and I could not reset them. They would not come back down. They were gone. My hybrid baby challenge, nobody was there except for I had 2 people. Celeste was gone. I had my ghost Justin, and I had one of the little kids, and that was it. Everybody else was gone. The only alternative I had, and of course there was other issues with some of my other LPs, but Surrounded by Idiots did not even show up. I couldn't even get anything to actually come out from that one, even on the laptop. So there was just too many problems. I had to just clean everything out and let's just start fresh. The alternative I had is I could go back to some very old saves, and I could have played the games from there, from that point, and just kind of, played it off camera, I guess, and brought them up as close as I could. The problem is, if you've been following my Midnight Sun challenge, those saves were when Misi was a toddler. So that's how old I had to go back to where I could have functioning games in this game file. So I didn't want to go do that because that's going to keep me down, trying to keep up with 13 LPs, trying to get them all up to the same spot. I figured let's just go ahead and make a break. We're going to do some new things. Right now you're looking at somebody that, yes, you're going to see her. She's going to be coming up in a challenge, or actually an LP. She's going to be taking the place of a few others. I was going to use some of my other family members, my original families, but then I thought I would constantly be playing that game of, well, I got to do this because we did it previously in the last LP, or we did it with this person there, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to actually, if we're going to have something fresh, it's going to be fresh. Midnight Sun was actually very, very fortunate because I had them. I also had the Asylum 2. That one was saved with no issues whatsoever. Everything else, I think there was 2 other ones that were a possible save that I could work with them. But I was really leery of it, and I'm scared to bring that file back into the game because I think there was a corruption and it must have spread through different files. I don't know. I don't even want to bring them in. That's why I've got everything clean, everything's fine. It should be okay. So my alternative is, let's just go ahead, let's start with some of the same concepts. We're going to do some of the same challenges, but we're going to combine challenges, starting with the new people, starting with something fresh. So you guys will be seeing things from episode 1, with the exception of Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun will continue with the next episode, which I think is 25, and it will just continue on because we haven't lost anything with the family-wise. Everything there is still intact. So that's the only one that I was really happy that nothing actually happened. I didn't have to change anything. So, having said that, a lot of these LPs will be starting over. I have not decided about Island Paradise. It was kind of on my, do I want to start over and do an Island Paradise, because you know how much fun I was having with it, with all the issues. So I'm still kind of on the fence as to whether I want to go through it, because we're going to have to start basically over from scratch, building the resort and everything. So I'm kind of thinking that I won't, because I have some ideas of what I can do to incorporate it into some other challenges or other LPs that I was going to do. I am going to lower my LPs. We're not going to be doing 13 at one time because it's way too much on me and it's too much on most of you guys trying to keep up. I'd rather concentrate on just a handful, and then that way you guys can actually be seeing episodes a lot more frequently, and I can actually do longer episodes. So I know a lot of you really like that, so I wouldn't have to stick to just these 20-25 minute episodes. I can go a little bit longer, not an hour and 20 minutes like that one episode, but get them some decent sized episodes so we can make some progress in our videos every day. So plus, of course, if I only have a handful of episodes, you're getting multiple updates in the week versus spreading it out once every 2 weeks or so. So I just feel like it works out better for all of us, and I hope you agree. I hope you don't mind. I know there's going to be some people that decide to dislike this video. If you're disliking because you're sad or you're upset that that this is what's happening, that's not best. That's not really the best thing, because that actually it lowers the video. I really don't appreciate it. So if you dislike what I'm telling you, leave me a comment and tell me that you're upset. Tell me that that you don't like it. I'm not going to be upset about that. But if you hit the dislike button, give me a reason. Tell me something. So it gives me some feedback that I really need. So that's what I'm really trying to get at. And then for those of you who've been very supportive and who have been very gracious, saying just take your time, do what you can do, salvage what you can salvage, I appreciate that more than you know. And unfortunately, I wish I could salvage everybody as they were, but you have no idea the things that were happening, all the different stuff, and of course the glitches and the people that were missing. It just was not even worth going into, so I'm not going to do that. Anyway, be prepared to see this girl right here. She's coming. I'm actually getting ready to sit down and try to record it. I'm hoping it's going to work. I did take some gifts for some LPs before I did the complete reinstall, which then they all crashed. And actually, it was just one LP because the Midnight Sun, I didn't take anything. But I did try something. So if you guys, any of you got the gift message back from me that said thank you for the gift, you won't see it because it didn't actually happen. So we're all starting off fresh. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it and you'll be able to keep up with me from episode 1, and I'm looking forward to it. There will be no mods in the game. I'm not changing anything. It's going to be a very vanilla, basic game, and we're just going to go from there. So regardless of what happens, that's where we're standing. So guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and thank you very much for the words of encouragement. You have no idea how much that makes me feel better. And I will start getting these episodes out, and you guys will start introducing and meeting new people, and we're going to have fun. I'm going to try to keep a little bit more loose on the rules, and then let's just have some fun with these LPs rather than sitting there so strict on rules and skill building and whatnot. I'd rather just enjoy the game. So hope you guys are looking forward to that as much as I am. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next LP.